So are any sailors in the house? Come on up if you would, Duane. So we have Duane Wong he came from our VA pilot program, didn't he? Been here for a few years with us, living at St. Vincent over in Cherry Hill. A great little house, or a big house. I hear you've made it a home, so please come up, tell us your story if you would, and welcome.
So we're going to do this as an interview style. Duane found that this way he was able to really tell his story his way, so please bear with us. So please, again, introduce yourself.
My name is Wong. I go by Duane, which is easy on the tongue.
Duane, when was your accident?
My accident was February 2nd, 2003, on Groundhog's Day.
And Duane, can you tell us about yourself prior to the accident?
I was an enlisted member in the United States Navy for 2 years.
And what happened to that naval career?
My naval career went down the drain. My TBI sunk my cruiser.
When did you medically retire, Duane?
I was medically retired at age of 24.
What is the first thing that you remember when you woke up in the hospital?
First thing I recall waking up in the hospital in the middle of May, unable to move my left side, and a tube sticking in my stomach, a hole in my throat, helmet on my head.
Did you understand at that point what it meant to have a TBI or a traumatic brain injury?
At that point, I had no clue what it meant. I was very angry and depressed and frightened.
And who was with you at that time?
At that time, my mother and my auntie were with me.
And what was your mother's reaction to you?
My mother was crying. It was a side of her I'd never seen before.
And what was your greatest fear in the beginning?
My greatest fear, I thought I would be condemned to the wheelchair for the rest of my life.
And now?
And now look at me standing here before you.
Can you speak about your first rehab experience? Where were you?
Furthest place was in Richmond, Virginia.
And then?
And then I was transferred 3 different nursing homes afterwards in New Jersey.
And during that time, your migraines returned. What was that like?
Unfortunately, my migraines had returned with a vengeance. All the narcotics I took didn't even touch the pain.
You realized at that point?
I realized that at that point, brain injury is not selective. It affects everyone, all ages, male and female.
Did you have hope?
Hope was no longer a luxury I had.
So then how did you end up coming to Bancroft?
I've been told I have plateaued by therapists, which upset me, so I searched online. The first thing that popped up was Bancroft Butterfly.
Can you please talk about your experience at Bancroft and specifically about your therapies? Let's start with occupational therapy, or OT.
With OT, allowing my left arm to be more functional for everyday use, getting dressed easier, and cooking even safer, doing everyday tasks easy.
Can you tell us about speech therapy with me?
With speech with you, prior to you, I should mumble and whisper a great deal.
Mm-hmm. And what did you learn?
I learned to speak louder and slower.
And what do I think about your voice?
You think I have a great voice.
We also work on problem solving in speech and in cognitive therapies. Can you talk about that for a second?
Sure. Yes, now I go through a process for problem solving, which allowed me to throw out my magic 8 ball.
Please tell us more about cog therapy. First of all, had you ever even heard or had cog therapy before?
Honestly, I never heard of cog therapy before coming to Bancroft.
And so can you tell us what do you work on specifically with Holly in cognitive therapy?
With Holly, I work on more problem solving and being mindful and curbing my impulses. She also helped me plan and follow through in all things.
You also have physical therapy with Lois, otherwise known as PT. Can you speak for a moment about PT?
Well, PT for most others call it pain and torture, not for me. Lois is a miracle worker.
What were you told before?
I've been told I've been plateaued, and with Lois's help, I lost my wheelchair and 50 pounds. Because Lois believes in me.
Can you tell us about your experience in residence and in community?
They'll both help me focus on what I need to do to be more independent, so live on my own.
And what have you learned?
I have learned that being emotional doesn't change a thing.
And what is your outlook?
My outlook is much stronger about my life since becoming part of Bancroft. Thank you very much.